Hi, welcome to Lola's Kitchen. Today, we're making French onion soup. I gotta fill this up to like there with onions, so I'll check back in once that's done. Alright, now that your pot is filled with some onions, I did not count how many onions that I put in there. Then you like put this much butter. I don't know how much butter this is, but like about that much. You just kind of like put it in there, and then you take this and then you just kind of drizzle this in until it covers everything, I guess. And then you turn it on. Just kind of like saute it for like 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. As I'm stirring it, I'm realizing I might have put too many onions, but that's okay. They'll all cook down. But I have it on like a medium heat, and you just let that saute for 20 minutes. And for like, that's been cooking for like a little while now, I guess. It's cooked down some and they're kind of soft. So then you take a little bit of sugar. I just use my hand. Take some sugar and you just kind of put it in there to help the caramelization process. And you turn it up just a little bit. And then you cook it in for another like 20 minutes or something. I don't know. I don't really keep track of time while doing this, so. Fun fact, if you want to make soup or make anything, you should only stir in clockwise. Because if you do it counterclockwise, it'll fill your food with bad vibes. Baby kitten break. Sweet cat. Oh, big yawn. Now, this is the part of the recipe where you have to go outside in the wet grass in your tights so that you can go get some thyme. I think that's thyme. In fact, actually really sad fact, that's where my dog is buried. Hi, Digger. It's like caramelized enough. So once you have that, you take this garlic and you put it in the pot. You kind of just like let that cook with the garlic in there for like only like a couple minutes, because you just want the garlic to like smell like garlic, I guess. You just kind of want it to smell like garlic. And then, yeah. So don't cook it for too long with the garlic. Do it for like a minute. And then once that has been cooking for a minute, you use beef broth. I have 2 things of it. And you just pour it in here. And you just kind of do that until both of them are in there. So then this is the part of the recipe where I put a little bit of salt in there. And then this is thyme. And then I also put rosemary because we have like a rosemary thing. Oh, look at that. That's our rosemary bush. So we put, I put thyme and rosemary in there, and then you just kind of like do that, and then you mix it all up. Did I say that the recipe doesn't usually call for rosemary? I might have said that. But the recipe doesn't usually call for rosemary, but I really like rosemary. It's my favorite herb. Rosemary and thyme are both actually my favorite herb, which is why French onion soup is so good, because they both have, well, it has thyme, and then I put rosemary in also because I love rosemary. Then you want to cover that. You want to cover that with a lid and just kind of like let it do its thing. And then at this point, preheat the oven to 350. So now for this part, you need your baguette and a cookie sheet. And you want to slice the baguette into slices like this. Little tiny slices. Also, a side note, look at my bread knife. It's got a wooden handle. I love it. Okay, so now you put the bread on the cookie sheet like this, and I drizzle both sides of the pieces of bread with olive oil like this. It makes the bread really yummy once it's like all cooked and everything. So then you just flip them over and then drizzle them again. My oven just beeped. So now I gotta put the bread in there. It literally only has to go in there for like 5 minutes maybe. And let's check on, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. This is what my soup looks like. It's been cooking for like, I don't know how long. Like maybe 5 minutes? I don't know. At this point, it doesn't need to cook for very long, just because it's like everything's already cooked. It just kind of needs to incorporate together. So those have been cooking for a little while. At this point, I like take them out and I flip them over. Do that with my hands. So, ow, 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 ow. So, okay. I think the soup is done. The bread's done. So what you do is you take some bread. I usually do like 3 pieces. And you put them in the bowl. Ow, fuck. Okay, they're in the bowl. They're in the bowl. Just let them sit. You take a scoop of soup. Ooh. So you take a scoop and you put it in the bowl. Ooh, soup in bowl, soup in bowl, soup in bowl. So then you have to take Swiss cheese. Usually I use shredded cheese, but we don't have any. Also, this is like kind of expired, but I think it'll be fine. Cheese doesn't like really expire, that I don't think. I think I've heard that before. Definitely heard that. So you kind of like let that melt for a second, and I'll show you once it's melted. No. Ooh. Oh my goodness. It's melted. Now it's time to try it. It's really, really hot and it's burning my breast right now. So I gotta take a sip. Okay. Pretty good. It needs a little salt, but it's really good. And that is how you make French onion soup.